Alright, so we're going to continue with the MLB season previews. The wheel spin on the Los Angeles Angels. Such a, oh man, such a turnaround for this franchise and not in a great way. Obviously, there's going to be some ups and downs, pros and cons with every single team. That's how I like to see it. That's how I see sports. That's how I see every team. There's always going to be something there. It's got a little bit of hope. So, Angels lost a lot though. See if they can pick it up. See if they can get more wins than they did last year. Let's take a look at the Angels and their ability of possibly contending soon. Okay, so the overview of the Angels. First of all, the Angels have been in the playoffs in a long time, and I believe the last time they were there was 2015. 2014, 2015, one of those years. It's when the Royals were extremely good and World Series contenders slash won a World Series. But you look at it, Angels haven't been relevant in almost a decade. And they had a guy by the name of Mike Trout, generational talent, a guy that's going to be in the Hall of Fame, a guy that was up for MVP for years, recently has been injury prone, which is sad because Mike Trout is one of the best baseball players I've ever seen in my lifetime. And it's sad, man, because I love me some Mike Trout, dude. And him and Shohei Ohtani was entertaining, man. But you can't win games with two guys. You need to have a full team. Baseball is a team sport, um, just like football is. Um, just some sports you can have dominating players, and you could probably get past it. This is one of those where you really do need the team. And Angels, from the whole entire time of them being not a playoff team the past decade, it's really been because of a lack of pitching and a lack of multiple stars or multiple people in the lineup that can produce. So overall, last time they won a World Series, 2002, very long time, 22 years. So I know they are dying for a World Series championship contention. Last year's record 73 to 89, not great. Um, MLB rankings, they were fifth in home runs. That will drop down a lot, and I will tell you why. And I know it's in the screen, so you can assume why. Shohei Ohtani, um, 18th in batting average, 18th in hits, 22nd in ERA. They struggled mightily in pitching, man. They were not that great at all. 17th in saves, middle of the pack. Sixth in home runs allowed, so that hurt them. That's why they lost a lot of games, honestly. 10th in strikeouts. Again, they got some guys that can punch some people out. But eighth most errors committed. So defensive wise, they're trying to step that up. 22nd in field percentage. Again, almost dead last, near the bottom of the league in terms of fielding percentage. Um, Acquisition wise, they bolstered their bullpen this year. Robert Stevenson, Matt Moore, Luis Garcia, Jose Cisnero, Adam Simber they might use, um, and Aaron Hicks for nice depth, slash utility guy. Um, Departures though, I mean, Giovanni Urshela, I feel like they'll be okay without. Randall Grichuk, I feel like they'll work it out. But Shohei Ohtani is a huge, huge thing. He was modern days Babe Ruth, pretty much. He was their power. He was their guy. He was the MVP. So not having Shohei is tough, man. It sucks. And losing him to um, your fellow competitors over there in the Dodgers, who have had a lot more success than you have, it hurts. It hurts. So we'll see what it does. I really do feel like that will be affecting their team. But let's look at their team before kind of dogging it on them. All right, so as we get into the starting rotation bullpen closer of the Los Angeles Angels, let's just take a look at the guys that they got there. No particular order of starters, bullpens, all that, but they got some stuff, man. They got some potential. So first of all, they got 24-year-old Reed Detmers. I think the ERA is not pretty. Wins losses, that's kind of a it's important, but it's not. Just because you're not the definitive full. reason of you winning or losing. You got to have offense in there as well, and so they didn't really have a solid offense. It's besides two players, and even one of those players are injured a lot. So Reed Detmers, 168 Ks. I think he could do better, and he's young. So the next one, 27-year-old Griffin Canning, 7-8, so better win-loss record. 4.32 ERA, 139 Ks. I think is another guy that he could do pretty well. And given the chance, maybe can improve on those numbers. 23-year-old Chase Silseth, young guy, 4-1, 3.96 ERA, 56 Ks. A lot of potential in this guy as well. Definitely, you need to watch out for the fact that they are trying to get younger with the bullpen, trying to figure out different different guys to try. I think Chase Silseth, I think, could have a pretty good year. He had a not terrible year last year. 27-year-old Patrick Sandoval, he's had some great years in the majors before. This year, 7-13, 4.11 ERA, 128 Ks. Again, not bad. Just need to lower the ERA and Ks wise. I mean, they got some guys. They got some cannon arms over there. And then the old veteran, 34-year-old Tyler Anderson at 6-6, 5.43 ERA, 119 Ks. I don't expect him to be a starter in terms of a number one guy, but I expect him to be 4 or 5, maybe 3. Just a veteran presence for them. I think that'll go a long way for him. Bullpen wise, 34-year-old Matt Moore, 52.2 innings pitched, 2.56 ERA, 60 Ks. Fantastic for bullpen guy. Definitely what you want around that range. Definitely great. Another guy that they brought, obviously, is Robert Stevenson, 31-year-old, 52.1 innings pitched. You see the 3.10 ERA, 77 Ks. 34-year-old Jose Cisnero, another guy they got from free agency. He had 59.1 innings pitched, 5.31 ERA, 70 Ks. Ben Joyce, 23-year-old, only 10 innings pitched, 5.40 ERA, 10 Ks. Again, he's like a maybe kind of guy that can start out there, that could be in the bullpen rotation. That's a big reason why I put him out there, is the potential, regardless of not that many innings. Got great potential. And you got Luis Garcia, another guy they got in free agency, 37 years old, 59.2 innings pitched, 4.07 ERA, 53 Ks. Again, this is a bullpen that was made from the free agency. It was signed from this off season. I think they really wanted to get down to the nitty gritty, which was we need bullpen. We need support. We need help, especially when starters are not doing as great. They're tired, etc. So I think that's a great thing that they did, and I think that's going to help them in the long run. And then their closer, 31-year-old Carlos Estevez, 62.1 innings pitched, 31 for 35 saves, 3.90 ERA and 78 Ks. That guy that's pretty solid. Is he one of the best closers in the game? Debatable, but he's up there. It's not like he's terrible. Maybe mid-tier, I would say. Mid-tier. Overall, not bad. I think I like this. I like this side of the area of what they got going. I think LA is invested in a wide range of guys, and I think they're going to do some good stuff. All right, so you look at the baseball diamond for the Angels. Definitely a mix of some veteran leadership, but also some young potential stardom. Definitely believe that this team could be a lot better. Definitely the lineup is a little iffy. It's a little rocky. It's not like a bunch of superstars everywhere. But I do believe that personally they can do some damage this year. If you're looking at it catcher-wise, you got Logan O'Hoppe. I think he was the best qualified guy, just based on numbers and everything. Definitely was the guy. At 24 years old, 236 average, 14 home runs, 29 RBIs, 99.5 fielding percentage. So pretty nice, pretty good. First base, a really young guy, and Shanuel, 22 years old, 275 average, with 1 home run, 6 RBIs, 99 fielding percentage. He only played 29 games though, so he didn't have the numbers. But young guy, definitely got some potential to him. Drury, second base there, 31 years old. He had a 262 average with 26 home runs and 83 RBIs and a 99.4 fielding percentage. I think that's pretty nice, man. He was a DH the last year, but moving him to second, that's not bad. He can play the position. He's great at it. Um, Definitely not a bad defender. Shortstop over there, young guy, Neto, 23 years old. He has 225 average, 9 home runs, 34 RBIs, a 97.9 fielding percentage. Could be better, but I think he could be. He can look up to being pretty good. Third baseman, a 27-year-old Rengifo. I think he could be really good. 264 average, 16 home runs, 51 RBIs, 95.8 fielding percentage. Again, not terrible. Um, it's young, it's youth. That's what you want in the infield there. That's what they're looking towards and looking at. In the outfield, definitely some veterans. So you got left field Ward, Stardy, 253 average, 14 home runs, 47 RBIs, and a perfect 100% fielder percentage. The center field, the future Hall of Famer, the generational talent, Mike Trout at 32. He has a 263 average with 18 home runs, 44 RBIs, and a 100% fielding percentage. Only played 82 games. He's been injured a lot since pandemic, pretty much. But he's still a Hall of Famer, and I really hope that he can stay healthy because he can make this team, like, hopefully um, finally into playoff contention for so long. Um, I do believe his loyalty is admirable. I don't know if I would have stayed as a superstar, being in a team that's never going to really win a World Series. But and then the DH Rendon, 33 years old, 236 average, 2 home runs, 22 RBIs, and a 92.7 fielding percentage. Really doesn't matter. He's a DH. He was third base, not bad for a long time in the Nationals. Um, but DH guy, I think he could be great. He's got some pop in his bat, and I think he can do some damage. Overall, this is a team that has a mix of vets and a mix of some young stars. So definitely the future is looking up for LA, even though they are also trying to contend for playoffs.